Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. It's Classic Game Room time, and that means I'm going to point at the camera and let you know about the upcoming review of Air Combat on the PlayStation. Nice drum roll, it's Air Combat, the first game in Namco's popular Ace Combat series on the PlayStation, released in 1995. On one hand, it's impressive how far the series has come. On the other hand, it's impressive how good it was to begin with, because Air Combat, despite being pretty basic even compared to Ace Combat 2, is an extremely fun and playable flight action game. One that fans of the genre and fans of the series can immediately dive into and enjoy.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! On our six.
It feels a bit stiff and unresponsive compared to the later PlayStation 2 installments of the Ace Combat series, which are my favorites to date. But that's to be expected given the age. This actually started off as a 1992 arcade game from Namco. You're playing as a fighter pilot, completing missions, blowing up enemy airplanes and objectives. It doesn't have the fancy storyline and cutscenes like you'll find in Ace Combat 4.
Jesus, miss! Jesus, shot! Focus on our six.
But this is the beginnings, and it looks great for an early PlayStation release, being played here on the PlayStation 3.
Enemy headquarters should neutralize enemy ground fire.
As you complete missions, you earn money that you can then spend on new airplanes. If they're destroyed, you lose them and have to buy another one. Before each mission, you get a little briefing. Choose your plane, choose your wingman if you want one, and destroy things like it's your job, because it is your job to destroy things. There's some kind of ambiguous bad organization out there with a vague plot to do something evil, and you've got to stop them using airplanes. It's Air Combat. Yeah, it's rough around the edges compared to the later releases, but come on, this is pretty good. For 1995.
Enemy locked on target. On our left.
Although according to the disc that came in the mail, this only cost $269.
Missile approaching. Dive!
There's a bunch of planes to choose from, the usual suspects: F-14, 15, 16, 18, Su-27, MiG-29, F-22, and they all get a silly paint job. Some of them are faster, handled better. You should know the deal. If you're a fan of the other Ace Combat games, is it worth picking up Air Combat? You know, I'm not sure there's anything new here that you haven't seen done better in the later releases. I would say if you're interested in seeing the first one, then yeah, it's only a couple bucks.
Fire! Shoot it down!
Otherwise, just pass on this one and go straight to Ace Combat 4.
Wasted! Focus 12 o'clock! Great shot! Focus on our six.
The radio chatter is pretty annoying after a while, but it's funny, and the music is definitely mid-90s cool.
Jesus, miss! Locked on us.
A worthy first entry in the excellent Ace Combat series. So a huge classic game room shout out and thank you goes to Cameron from Westland, Michigan for sending this to the show. Thank you, Cameron. It's always fun to blow things up with airplanes. That's why they were designed. This is pretty much what the Wright brothers had in mind from the beginning. Air Combat. Hey, for what it's worth, even though it's not better than the PlayStation 2 games or even Ace Combat 2, it's definitely better than Ace Combat Assault Horizon. I mean, there's no stupid rock out slowdown feature in this game. You know why? Because it's not Burnout with airplanes, it's Air Combat with airplanes, or Ace Combat, same thing. The series comes highly recommended. I'm not sure if I would start with the first one unless you find it out there for cheap and if you're curious. Otherwise, I'd go straight to number 2 or 4. And I haven't played 3 yet, so that's why I'm excluding that one. In any event, I enjoyed this, so thanks again, Cameron, and thanks to Namco for making an excellent series of games.
Enemy Enemy locked on target. On our left. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. On our left.
We blow up bridges because it stimulates the economy when they have to rebuild them, and do all these games need a tunnel scene at the end? I think they do.
Fire! Shoot it through! Take off! On our left!
Warning!
Ahead!
Warning!
Fire! It's